guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for the support. Now, sickness is a road that a lot of us have to take. It is something that we don't go to the shop and buy. And when you look at the end of the road that we're traveling, it is the same thing that is waiting for us all. Whether you're rich, bright, dunce, pretty, ugly, at the end of this life journey, this road called life, there is one thing that is waiting for us all, and that is death. And because when you look at it now, and you realize that, okay, then you see someone who is sick, struggling, fighting for their life. I believe that something like that's supposed to humble you. I believe that when you see someone who is struggling, just fighting to stay alive, and that person come and speak, you should respect that individual, because you don't know the pain that they're going through. You don't know how they're feeling inside. And when you think about it, even right now, every single one of us, we might feel fine. We might believe that we're healthy. We might believe that everything is going on good with our health. But on the inside of our body, we can't see exactly what is taking place. Maybe there is this small tumor growing somewhere. Maybe there is this lump. Maybe there is this cyst, all sort of something. Maybe there is a slip disc. There is something that we don't know. And at times when you look at it, a lot of us find out when it's a little bit too late. When you start to feel ill and you go to the doctor and you're trying to find out what is going on inside of your body, why you keep on feeling so tired, why you're in pain, why you don't have any appetite. And when you go to the doctor, you get the news, and you might wonder, but last week I was feeling good. Last month I was okay, I was partying. So I believe that every single time we see somebody who is sick, it should remind us that the journey that we're on, we don't know what patrol is going to greet us. We don't know what is there waiting for us. And you see, whenever you find out what is there waiting for you, whether it be hypertension, diabetes, big C, any one of them, when you find out what it is, I believe that that is a time now you need to be more thankful. That is a time you need to have a positive outlook at life if you never have it before. That is a time you need to start to look and just draw closer to God, to just give him thanks for every single thing, every single day that you wake up. Give God thanks for the person who is providing for you, taking care of you. But the more I sit and look at people on social media and the way they react, I realize that a lot of persons don't understand, that sickness, people not go shop, go buy it. A lot of people don't understand that certain things in life supposed to humble us. Certain things supposed to let us look at things differently. But you realize that people, even when they're going through it, when nothing now go on for them and so forth, they will still continue on the path they are on. It's like them can't change. Even when them own going through the same struggle, you'll realize that they have no sympathy, no empathy whatsoever for somebody else, because that is how cold they have become with this world. You have some individuals, because of their own selfishness, they can't look past themselves, not even to look at their children, not even to just focus on certain. They can't look beyond it. All they care about is just them. They can't see anything else. But people, every single individuals that you see come and they speak about their struggle that they're going through. They come and they try to educate others about what they're facing. I believe that we're supposed to respect them. And I hope that these individuals realize that now is the time for you to turn away from negativity. Because the way I look at life, people can talk and people will always talk. But guess what? At the end of the day, not one of them is going to want to come and stand in front of you, thump you, box you, and say what they have to say. A lot of the reason why they continue to say the things that they do on social media is because they know that the person is not in front of them, the person is not within their space. Because if the person was within their space, maybe they would have just go in and shell like one little turtle get freed. That is how it would be. Now, let me move on to Jamaica. We are still trying to recover from Hurricane Melissa. And every night you watch the news, you see some story and you have to be wondering what the hell is going on here, when things are going to change, when the people them are going to start to get the help that they need. You will hear people come out and they will say that, oh, everything that they're getting is not really from the government, it's from private donors. And you will hear about other companies, overseas countries donating to the government, And this minute you'll hear one government representative say they spend this amount, and then the next minute you'll hear another one say that they don't start to spend anything yet. So really and truly you're a bit confused. You're wondering what is going on. And then you will have the Prime Minister now coming out and saying people supposed to stop post certain things on social media. I'm not like to see when Jamaican in that bad state and so forth. But I would want for persons to really and truly think about it, You see what is happening in Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth. Let's all be honest. If it wasn't for the international news media, if it wasn't for the bloggers, the social media influencers and all of those people, and even our local news station, if it wasn't for them, a lot of people wouldn't know what is happening down there. A lot of people wouldn't know, say, well, heap of them until to the day, see no government official. Yes, the police, government, and all of that. But just as how you have where when it come on to election time, you see people are go and a knock a doorstep much o'clock at night, and them are do them tour right across the island, especially the constituencies that they knew that was at risk, and then go all over within less than 2 weeks just to make sure that they buy the vote. You have to wonder, what's the difference now? Why can't they put out the same effort that they did during the election period now during the recovery period? Why don't they like to see certain things being posted? To me, they don't want people to understand the amount that they're getting. They don't want it to come out of the country, especially when people overseas sit and listen, and they hear that, oh, nobody not get nothing from government, and then maybe some of these government individuals overseas, but I say, but my country donate this, what happened to it? When you sit and you listen and you hear that government MPs whose parish weren't badly affected, they are getting relief item, okay. What happened to the others who are in need of it, whose constituencies were badly affected, but because they belong to the orange color, they're not getting it? And when you look and you realize right now, majority of the assistance is basically going to one parish. Why? Because people out there sit and they realize that particular parish, when you look at social media, yes, in the beginning, people, they were going to St. Elizabeth, Black River. But look what is happening now. Majority of all of the people, then when you say, where they going? Westmoreland. Why? Because Westmoreland is being left alone. Because to them, it's an orange country. So you don't really see much go on at Westmoreland. Maybe you hear them visit once, twice. But when you look at the level of cleanup activities that took place in other parishes, and when you look at this one, you have to wonder when they're going to start. But I hope they realize that people are sitting, looking, watching, listening to everything that is happening. And I hope they realize that now is not the time for you to play politics with people's life. Now is not the time for you to try to dictate to people what they need to do and what they don't need to do. Now is the time for you to provide the support that you're getting to your citizens. Now is the time for you to put everyone interest at heart and just forget about yourself, because really and truly you weren't really affected. Yes, your job has become much difficult, more difficult, but guess what? Personally, you're fine. When you think about your personal life, you're fine. But people, let's pray for Jamaica, because over 1 month now, and yet still you still have people crying out for water, crying out for food. You still have people still in certain communities that are underwater, and you hear them say, oh, they don't see any government official. Oh, they don't know what is going to happen. So let's pray for them that things will get back to normal. But you can just listen to what our wonderful Prime Minister had to say, and you can state if you're in agreement with him. Yes, a lot of the videos, when I watch them, me have to wonder if I really Jamaica. But thanks to every single soul who are putting out those videos, because if they never put them out, a lot of the help that Jamaica is getting, we wouldn't be getting them right now.
I see so many pictures of persons giving out packages. And it is becoming almost the in thing now on social media. Everybody is giving out a package. No, I think in the initial days it's necessary. But I'm also very concerned about the dignity of our people. I don't like my country to be shown as people running to get food, running to get fighting over a package and those kind. I don't like that. And it creates a kind of mentality that is not Jamaican. We are independent people at heart. We are independent. We're not supposed to be doing handout. Now, yes, we are in a place where we need to do relief, but we must never give up our dignity. So if you have to give, you don't have to, make it, just give that quietly, man. Give that quietly. Help the people who are in distress preserve their dignity, and the people who are in distress, remember your dignity. So, which is why I announced a week ago that we are going to transition from giving out of packages, because it's becoming highly political. Who never get, and if you go to a man's place and then him say, oh, you never call me to go give package with you, and you only give to that. Look, the amount of, the funny thing is this, the amount of JLP people who call me to say, PMP, MPs get package and don't come to them. And I said, look, I don't want a political issue. Don't bother make no noise over that. Don't make no noise over that. Right? It is disgusting that persons would want to make political issues over the distribution of aid. We have to bring an end to it then. Because some people can't help themselves. They can't resist it. And so we are going to shift from the distribution of food packages to giving persons coupons or cards that they can go and buy the stuff that they need. Now shops are not up yet. And that is why early in the day we said we're going to help the shops stand up back. And for shops to get back up on their feet, they need electricity. There are some communities that are not going to get electricity right away. So what they will get, we will loan them a generator so that when they get back electricity, we can take that back and give it to another shop. That is how you save money Because what we're going to do here is not from the generators that are donated. The government of Jamaica will buy these generators. So it's taxpayers' money. And we have to use it in the most efficient ways. We couldn't take donated generators and give it to business to use. No, donated generators either support government resilience or we give that to NGOs or churches or so. But the ones that we purchase now, we use that in business for people who are going to make profit from it. And they will have the option after it. If they want to buy it, then they can buy it. If not, then we give it to somebody else to use. Because we are a thinking government. The unthinking people who are selfish and just looking for benefits for themselves, they will think another way. And those are the people who got Jamaica into problems. It is that kind of thinking that put Jamaica into problems. It is my kind of thinking that has taken Jamaica out of problems. And it is one thing that you will see about me. Me not afraid of nobody. All who want talk, make meme, go on. Me will go with you toe to toe. Every nonsense you talk, I will respond to it. And as you would have seen with the government, man come out with foolishness, we respond, not go so. Yeah. So make them, and as many memes as they can make, I can make it too. So it's going to be war. Because we cannot allow the people who peddle nonsense, the people who tell lies, we cannot allow them to win. So we will have it out. As I have said, it is not just managing the disaster. It is managing the false information. And we have to go to war with that.